There we go. I just had to read
Hello, this is George.
Adoani.
Mm-hmm. This is Adoani Sanctury Truth Classroom. May 19th.
Yeah.
And we're going over 1 Samuel 9. Apologize for last week, but I was kind of puny last week.
Yep. A little couple minutes late. We have a storm in the area, so. But we're here. Yay.
Read 1 Samuel 9:1, please.
Okay. All the kitties here. There was a man from Benjamin named Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Tisro, the son of Horat, the son of Aphliac, the son of a man from Benjamin. He was a man of substance and brave as well.
That was an advertisement.
Yep.
For the man Adonai, God, will pick, and who his ancestors were. That's why she had all those names. Now the man himself. Read 2, please.
He had a son named Saul, who was young and good-looking among the people of Israel. There was no one better looking than he. He stood head and shoulders taller than anyone else in Israel.
Shaul. English translations call him Saul. Brave and the best-looking man in all of Israel. He was the tower of a man to his people. Now my sweetie's going to read 3 and 4.
Once the donkeys belonging to Kish, Saul's father, got lost. Kish said to his son Saul, "Please take one of the servants with you. Go out and look for the donkeys."
His father's donkeys were lost. Saul and take one of your servants, and they went out looking for him. Verse 4 tells you where they went, and they didn't find him. Now read 5, please.
Oh, I gotta find 5. Where'd it go?
Right after 4.
Yeah, I know.
Not listed.
Oh, there it is. On reaching the territory of Tisaph, Saul said to his servant with him, "Come, let's go back. Otherwise, my father will start thinking about the donkeys. Stop thinking about the donkeys and start worrying about us."
Saul says, "Let's go back before Daddy starts worrying about us." Putting in a little bit of different English
Kind of what
language.
it says, yeah.
Read 6, please.
His servant replied, "Here now, there's a man of God in this city, a man who is highly respected, and everything he says proves true. Let's go to him. Maybe he can tell us something about where we should go."
It never states which town they were in, only the territory of Tisaph. It is believed they would have not been in Ramah, where Samuel had his home. But Saul was worried. Now, there's a reason to be worried, because in the Hebrew, well, read 7, please.
But look, Saul said to his servant, "If we go to the man, what can we bring him? We've used up all the bread in our pack, and there's nothing for us to give the man of God. What do we have left?"
In other words, we can't honor this man of God. When they went to a seer or a prophet, they would honor him. We have no bread in our sacks, but his servant came to the rescue, you might say. Read 8, please.
The servant replied again to Saul, "See, I have here in my hand a silver quarter shekel, or 1/10 of an ounce. I will give it to the man of God to tell us which way to go."
A small price. A silver quarter shekel is one, like she said, it's 1/10 of an ounce. Let's go see the seer, is what it says. Today, they may have been called, you may have called him a prophet. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Let's go see that seer. Read 9 and 10, please.
In Israel, back in the days when someone went to consult God, he would say, "Come, let's go to the seer," because a person now called a prophet, used to be called a seer. Well said, Saul answered his servant. Come on, let's go. So they went to the city where the man of God was.
The city where the seer was must have been kind of an uphill climb. Read 11, please.
Ascending the slope to the town, they found girls going out to draw water and asked them, "Is the seer here?"
Asking a young lady who was drawing water from the well, they asked her, "Is the seer here?" They didn't know who he was. Read 12, please.
The girls answered them, "He's here. He's right ahead of you. Hurry now. He just came into the city because the people are sacrificing today at the high place."
I like this. He's right ahead of you. You're in luck. He just came to town today. That statement hints it wasn't Ramah because that was his hometown. He just came to town today. He's our seer, and the people are going to the high place to make a sacrifice. But read 13, please.
Find him as soon as you enter the city, before he goes up to the high place to eat, because the people won't eat until he comes and blesses the sacrifice. Afterwards, the ones invited to eat. So go up, because this is when you will find him.
But until he blesses the sacrifice, our people won't eat. I guess the seer was kind of important.
Extremely.
Here's the one interesting part. I like this. After the blessing, the ones invited will eat. The ones who go through the Father's door will be the ones invited to eat God's meal. At this place is where you will find him. Yeah, it's so interesting if you really stop and think about that one. Read 14, please.
They went up to the city, and as they entered the city, there was Samuel coming out toward them to go up to the high place.
I like this. You know they didn't know him. They saw Samuel going to the high place, but the interesting part was read 15 and 16.
The day before Saul arrived, Adoani had given Samuel a revelation. Tomorrow about this time, I will send you a man from the territory of Benjamin. You are to anoint him prince over my people Israel. He will save my people from the power of the Philistines, because I have seen my people's situation, and their cry of distress has come to me.
Verse 15 and 16.
Yeah.
Samuel heard, at this time tomorrow you will meet the one I picked to save my people from the Philistines. Well, then this happens to Samuel. Read 17, please.
When Samuel saw Saul, Adoani said to him, "Here's a man I told you about, the one who is going to govern my people."
He's the one. When Samuel saw Saul, that's what Adonai, God, said. He's the one who is going to govern my people Israel. Some people say this place was Ramah because of the next two verses. Yet, the seer would have been able to use a house while in town. Read 18 and 19.
Saul approached Samuel in the gateway and said, "Please tell me where the seer's house is." Samuel said to Saul, "I am the seer. Go up ahead of me to the high place, because you are going to dine with me today. In the morning I will let you leave, and I will tell you everything that is on your heart."
I can just hear Saul. "Sir, could you tell me where we can find the house where the seer is?" "Gentlemen, I'm the seer. You go to the high place, you will dine with me." Can you imagine him, a guy just meeting him and knowing that he has to pray for the food
Yeah.
and how powerful and
Wow.
spiritual he is? Stay, and in the morning we'll have a talk. Read 20 and 21.
As for your donkeys that got lost 3 days ago, don't worry about them. They've been found. Now, who is it that all Israel wants? Isn't it you and all your father's household? Saul replied, I'm only a man from Benjamin, the smallest tribe in Israel, and my family is the least important of all the families in the tribe of Israel. Why are you saying such a thing to me?
And he hasn't even told the seer this. And the seer says, oh, by the way, your donkeys have been found. Young man, do you know who Israel wants? It's you and your family. Then Saul starts to question this seer. Are you sure? I'm from the smallest tribe, Benjamin. Plus, sir, my family, well, we are not even the most popular family. We are really the least important group of the tribe. Now, George and I have been talking about this week. That's interesting. It isn't that Adoani, God, picks the most popular one or the richest. He sometimes goes with the, you might say, not so popular or rich people. Kind of poor at times. So why are you trying to convince me with this talk? Read 22 to 24.
Samuel told Saul and his servant, Samuel took Saul and his servant, brought them into the room, and had them sit in the place reserved for the most important of the invited guests, who numbered about 30 persons. Samuel instructed the cook, serve the portion I gave you and told you to set aside. The cook took the thigh and the adjoining meat and served it to Saul. Samuel said, here, this is what remains. Put it in front of you and eat. It was kept especially for you until the right time, because I said, I have invited the people. So Saul dined with Samuel that day.
Remember I told you to cook that special part for that special person? He's here. I want you to cook it. He sat where only the most important guest would sit. Then Samuel took Saul to his office. I call it his office. My sweetie's going to read 25.
On coming down from the high place to the city, he spoke with Saul on the roof.
He spoke with Saul on the roof. And if you've ever been, especially a third world country, they have houses. Then on the roof, they're usually flat, and people will go up there and sit. Mm-hmm. He spoke to Saul on the roof, and then the next morning, did you read 26?
Yeah.
Okay, read 26, please.
They got up early about daybreak. Samuel called out to Saul on the roof, get up so I can send you on your way. Saul got up, and both of them, he and Samuel went out.
Saul, what you going to do, sleep all morning? Get up so we can have a talk before I send you on your way. Tell your servant to go ahead and he can wait for you, so you will hear what Adoani God has told me about you and your calling. Now that'd be interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Meet somebody that gives you a message like that. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Read 27, please.
As they were going down at the edge of the city, Samuel said to Saul, tell your servant to go on ahead. So the servant went on. But you stand still now, because I want you to hear what God has said.
Did you understand what he said? Saul, stand still. I want no distractions. You're going to have to pay attention to what I say. You need to hear what Adoani God has said to me about you. That's the end of 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, we will find out what he said. Next week, It'd be real interesting if you make sure you watch next week.
Amen.
It's going to be something that popped into our studies. And what do you call it?
Life changing
Life changing.
and earth shattering. Yes.
And that's for all the people who think they know what they're talking about, think they know who they're following, think they only want truth, or do they?
Mm.
We've talked about it for a few days. And I was going to bring it out tonight, but we can't be here till 9 o'clock. So it's going to be a lengthy conversation about what should be said and what you should say and what should be heard.
Yep.
Not just by you, what your priest should be saying,
Amen.
what the world should be looking at, what the pretend so-called Christians and the Hebrews, the Jews, should be doing also.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. Next week, make sure you watch, whether you want to watch it live or during the week. It's going to be, I call it earth-shattering. That's a little strong language, but it will be interesting for anybody who watches and understand you got to have truth. Have a good week. Make sure that you tell your honeys and your family and Adoani God that you love him.
Amen.
Goodbye.